help all these other immigrants and stuff, and everything, but they don't even help their own people that are born and raised in the cities, you know?
Androscoggin County is a very blue-collar, mostly has been historically a French-Canadian community. For a long time it was Kennedy Democrat. Textiles, that was the main industry here. The mills moved out in the 80s, and we've had this struggle to recover economically. We're trying to find our footing, I think, trying to figure out what we look like, what's our identity. The biggest thing in the last decade has been, you know, the immigrant population, and that's probably the same answer you would get from mostly everybody.
Hundreds of thousands of refugees, and they're coming from among the most dangerous territories and countries anywhere in the world. A practice which has to stop.
Whether or not build a wall was the proper term to portray his whole campaign on, but the message resonated through and through. I'm not racist, but I think the influx of how many came here all of a sudden, you can pick them out. So if I were to move into that area, I would look like I don't belong there.
Next we got my brother from another mother, Taha Muhammad and Amar Bari.
This tall, big man comes out of nowhere. He says, go back to your country.
We work very hard. We are good in the education system. We have smart children. The hope of Lewiston is us. And the best thing that Lewiston has happened to Lewiston for a long time is us. So it's about time for them to acknowledge that.
When families feel the pinch in their own pockets, they look locally and see what's affecting it, and there's some pushback to that. I don't think it's personal. I don't think it's because people are mean, but I think they're frustrated.
At this point in my life, I'm saying yes. Take care of America. Get America strong and then go from there. Yeah, enough already. Let's get our mills, get our people back to work, then fix these other issues.
You know, my grandfather was an immigrant. I mean, when he came here from Canada, he didn't ask for the city or the town to pay him money or give him money. You know, you have to go out and work. And that's what they're doing as well. And I guess it just boils down, once enough. Is that wrong? Am I wrong? Am I bad?
I think eventually, you know, once we have a national policy that reflects how people feel about immigration, and in particular illegal immigration, that we will see less animosity towards an immigrant community.
I mean, that kind of bothers me sometimes, like where people, you go everywhere, they just see you as like, oh, a refugee. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I am a refugee, but then at the same time, I see myself as an American.
A generation from now, when these players, our parents and their kids are coming through, wow. I'm an optimist, of course, but I think some really good things are going to happen. Indivisible, with liberty.